Columbus Blue Jackets have played their way into a lot of people's hearts. You've seen this up close and personal. What's it going to be like for Game 3 in Columbus?
You know what? When I was there, it was sold out the first 4 or 5 years, and it was a great atmosphere. I can only imagine, and talking to people in Columbus the last few days, the place is on fire. I mean, there's so much excitement. You know, obviously they haven't gotten by the first round, and this is new territory. It's a good sports town, obviously, the Buckeyes, the Buckeye State, but they are in love with this team. So it will be wild there. They had a practice where they had the inter-squad game last week. Over 5,500 people showed up for it. People are really very, very excited, and it looks good on them.
And, Doug, if that top line for Boston doesn't get going here at some point, like, well, why not Columbus, right?
Well, the top line, you know, they're generating chances, but, you know, the story for me in the couple of games is Bobrovsky. I mean, he has been that good. I mean, he got the rest, you know, after Series 1, and he's been terrific. And the other night, I mean, in fairness to the Bruins, who have come on, hey, listen, the Bruins come off a tough 7-game series. I thought the Blue Jackets would be rusty in Game 1. The Bruins would be on emotion, but I thought the Bruins would struggle in Game 2, where it caught up to them a little, and the Blue Jackets would be a little better. I was still pretty pleased with the Bruins' performance. They're a veteran team. They'll go into Columbus, and it'll be a hard-fought battle. There's no doubt about that in my mind.
I know that Sergei Bobrovsky can steal you a series. He might be able to steal you a couple series.
Well, he hasn't never been able to yet steal a series, although Tampa, he was good.
I was going to ask you, do you fully trust him?
Well, you know what? The interesting thing this year is he's let in a soft goal at the start of a few games. Let's think back, Tampa Bay let in the 3 in the first period, and you know, the question was, should he be pulled? And then he battled like crazy the rest of that series. Then he lets in the Achari goal. He lets in a couple of questionable goals early in the Boston games, but he's fought back hard. In the past, he wouldn't have done that. So right now, he's on top of his game. He's focused like I haven't seen him. And obviously, he's looking to hit a home run. I mean, with the way some of the goaltenders played in the first round, that tight goalie market that was Florida and a couple of teams may have expanded right now. And if a couple more teams lose out because of goaltending issues, it may be a huge payday for Bobrovsky. And Panarin, I mean, look, he's been a star every night.
Yeah.
So there's going to be 2 big paydays for those guys.
Playing some great hockey.
Where?
Yeah, well, hold on. Let's wait closer to July 1st on that one. Yeah,
everybody thinks Florida is a done deal. You know, Quenneville goes in there and obviously has a good relationship with Panarin, and Bobrovsky's got a place in Miami. And like I said, if you think you're going to commute Miami to Fort Lauderdale or to Sunrise, it's better to commute from Pittsburgh to Columbus than do that 95 at game day. So I'm not sure he's going to find. He may have to sell the Miami digs and move closer. You know.
What does Doug MacLean know about Florida?
Exactly.
Before we let you go,
I told you what my wife said, eh?
What's that?
Well, she said, look, you know, if things don't work out with Sportsnet, you know, why don't you get your real estate license and you can sell real estate during, you know, part-time in Florida. And I said, yeah, that's great, honey, and I'll drive Uber at night.
Oh, Doug, if you could walk into a place and trying to knock off $1,000 for me off the price, that would be the best realtor
$1 million
of my life.
listing, Florida, starring Doug MacLean
walking in there, just ripping on Panthers ownership,
watching that with my wife.
getting deals cut.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see it.